Being someone who's completed a few Zelda games, I'd heard good things, bad things, and downright scary things about Majora's Mask. But until I played this game for the first time a few months ago, I had no idea what I was in store for. At the very start of the game, you get robbed of your most valuable things from Ocarina of Time, including your ocarina, epona, and Navi, who you never see again, and you get greeted with a moon that will fall in 3 days and a timer at the bottom of the screen. Now, I don't really like time limits in video games, so I thought I was going to hate this game. The dread really settled in when I realised that the cycle did actually matter a lot and that I couldn't save. The thing is though, after this nightmarish first section, this cycle becomes somewhat enjoyable. You eventually get a feel for time management and you can slow down time and skip ahead, which is a huge help to complete quests. This can definitely be a double-edged sword though, because despite how cool it is, I've also lost multiple hours of progress multiple times. Another characteristic about this game is that it's really dark and bleak. It just takes an odd turn when you realise that the NPCs aren't just random people going to a shop or asking you for 55 rush rooms. They feel like real people, scared that the world is going to end and clinging on to the last pieces of hope and enjoyment that they can find. And while that's a scary thought, it also shows that this game is incredibly well designed, and it makes you feel a whole variety of emotions. Even though the gameplay is mostly the same, there is one massive twist to this game that separates it from Ocarina of Time: the masks. These are my favourite things in the game, and they offer a wide variety of gameplay changes, and it expands upon a thing that didn't get much detail in Ocarina of Time. The question of what if Link was a Zora or a Goron is answered, and you can roll, swim faster, and even do some platforming with these. Despite being a little hard to control in my opinion, these add so many new opportunities to the game, and make each section almost feel like there's an entirely different game that just uses Ocarina of Time's assets. The other masks also offer a unique trait that can allow you to run faster, talk to skeletons, and do side quests. However, I'm not going to pretend like this game is perfect. Since I 100%ed this game, there are many tedious parts, like the dreaded shooting gallery, the beeping low heart sound, and many parts that just make you feel uneasy. But the final thing I want to talk about is this game's story and atmosphere. I have no idea how a game that looks like this managed to evoke such dark, ominous feelings in such an amazing way. Most of this game is a mystery. We still don't know if Termina was real in the game, or if the moon was evil. And that, I think, is what makes it so special. Every time you look up, you see this scary thing. Every time you look down, you see a ticking timer. And every time you talk to someone, it feels like they have real emotions, regrets, and stories to tell. And the small details I love about video games are everywhere in this one, and the world truly feels alive. So even though it might not be for everyone, I would say Majora's Mask is a masterpiece, and that it's at least worth playing once. But what about Link's adventures in Hyrule? Was it also a masterpiece, or was it just an old game kept alive by nostalgia? Well, I covered all of this in my Ocarina of Time review, so make sure to check that out.